Working with Team Gitana is much of a family aspect than it is a team and a customer. There's a lot of trust that we've placed into each other over a long period developing relationship it's extremely important for the way that we do business and hopefully the way we approach business in the future. You're much more trustworthy of each other and you're much more involved early on with the design process, with the decisions, with the conversations that say, this is how we want to do it. Does it make sense?
What Ben's right, it's been a relationship created on the long term, and it's not because we did one boat, one big package once in 2016, 17, and now a new big package, even bigger. But we've been actually doing a few cylinders or modifications together every year, every month since 7 years. So I think we've improved really well on the way we work together now. And it's really good to be able to work on that level of understanding.
Yeah, I think what both you guys just said is a real clear definition of what is a partnership. We're not just a basic supplier to Team Gitana. It's a real true partnership, and we give and take on both sides, and we're all learning together through both boats, and hopefully Gitana 19 in the future someday. Harken and Gitana has been once again gone into partnership to build the Gitana 18, and Harken's been asked to supply the full winch and pedestal system, the hydraulic cylinder system that helps the boat fly, and all the deck hardware, blocks, traveler cars, bat car system. The way that the boat has evolved and the way that they've designed the systems on board, they require Harken to supply a lot more equipment.
To give you an idea, the total design time of the previous boat was around 30,000 hours, and we're up to over 50,000 hours now already on the new boat.
Compared to G17, G18 has roughly 2.5 to 3 times more cylinders. G18 has 44 cylinders controlling its appendages, its mast. G18's cylinders, in terms of sophistication and complexity, are definitely topping the charts in Harken. The level of complication and detail that we put into these is becoming more and more apparent to be the way that we're going to go as a company as well. We've also implemented more sensors, more control, feedback compared to previous projects we've worked on. We focused really hard on applying our knowledge and our growth into G18 to really push them to the pinnacle of where they want to be.
Le gain en performance pour ce nouveau bateau, c'est un ensemble de petits détails qu'on a améliorés sur toute la plateforme. Et c'est toute cette somme de petits détails qui fera la différence avec l'ancien bateau. Et on pense, avec ce nouveau bateau, pouvoir décoller plus tôt et avoir une vitesse moyenne plus importante que l'ancienne. Et surtout, par rapport à l'ancien, c'est qu'il puisse voler dans des conditions plus difficiles et des conditions de mer plus compliquées, quoi.
All that we've learned on G17 on how things wear out and seals and material treatments, for example, you see all the cylinders, they're not the same colors because Harken has been thinking of, okay, this material, friction with this material, how we're going to do to make it last in the time. Because compared to a cup boat that comes out of the water every evening and maybe the life cycle of a cylinder is a few races, the life cycle of our boat on G17, all of the cylinders are still there, and that means they've been sailing for 7 or 8 years, hundreds of thousands of miles, and obviously we've serviced them, we've replaced small wear parts, but they're still there. And we finished by doing something that I think you will see when it's launched is another step forward than what's been done so far.
There's a responsibility that Harken has to make sure that this boat can go around the world. And around the world solo is an even higher challenge that we need to respect not only the program but the life of the sailor and make sure that that boat, unaided in the middle of the Pacific, can be relied on. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that Gitana brings to us, is to make sure that we can provide that safety, that trust, and that proof that yes, go use your boat the way you want to use it because we've done exactly that to your cylinders before you got it.